The Jewish leader insisted, "We have a law, and according to the law he must die, because he claimed himself to be the Son of God."
I will therefore chastise him and release him. Do then with Jesus, who is called the Christ.
Crucify him.
In Israel, there's no Bethlehem. There's no city called Bethlehem in Israel. You can search and see on the map for yourself. So the Messiah was born, he was Galilean. He was born in Galilee. He was not born in Israel. He was not Jewish. The only Jewish between the 12 apostles was Judas Iscariot. All the other 11 were Galilean.
And the Jews saved that. They saved the commandment that Moses gave them, saying that when the Messiah came, they should kill him. Who wrote the law to kill the Messiah was Moses, because Moses knew he would come. The devil, possessing the body of Moses, he wrote the commandments, telling to kill our king, the Messiah. Now you're gonna know what Moses wrote and sent to the Jews until today. I hope you understand. John 19, verse 7. The Jews insisted. The Jews insisted. We have a law. Who wrote the law? Wasn't the serpent Moses, using the body of Moses? John 19. And the Jews insisted. We have a law. And that law says, shall die the one who claims himself Son of God. Are you scared with what I'm saying? It's gonna get worse. I wish I could tell you everything I know. Here's the answer. Who wrote the law to kill the Messiah was Moses. Why did your father give the law to Moses? Because on the day of the judgment, on the revelation, people, we're gonna have to answer for it. The 12 tribes of Israel, plus Moses. Today people say 13 families command the world are them. They will not enter in heaven, never.
I know the Judaism very well. I know they are based on the Jewish Kabbalah, on the Kabbalah. The devil, Yahweh, Yahushua, Yeshua, the God of the Kabbalah. That their God is the devil. Yahweh, Yahushua, Yeshua is the devil. He is the God of the Jewish Kabbalah. They glorify the God of Israel, the God of the Jewish Kabbalah. Yahweh, Yahushua, Yeshua. On the Judaism, they have a God. The evangelics, they have a God too. On the Masonry, the goat. Here, when he said Masonry, because the Masonry, before he criticizes me, speaks something we don't know. I'm the first person to say, no one never say that the Jewish system is the Kabbalah. The God of Kabbalah is named Yahweh, Yahushua, Yeshua. You never of Kabbalah. So when you talk about the evangelical church, people are leaving the evangelical church and the Catholic church and going to the Jewish system of the God Yahweh, Yahushua of Kabbalah. So I tell you, stop to talk only about the daughter and the mother. Be brave and talk, be man, be real man, and come here and talk about the husband, the Judaism, because the Jewish system is the husband. The big prostitute, the big whore is the mother, is the Catholicism. The daughter is the Masonry, religious, evangelic system. Or you reveal everything for the people, for them to not get out of the evangelic system, Catholic system, for them to not leave it and go to the Jewish system. Or you talk about all the three, or it does not work, because it already was launched, the version of the Bible you was waiting for. The Bible, the Jewish Bible completed, the complete Jewish Bible. The benefits of this publication are many. The books are made in sequential order of the Jewish Bible. The Pentateuch or Torah is divided in parashuta or weekly portions. God never make a deal with the other nations. God only made a deal with Israel. These are the Jewish religious leaders talking, all right? Now he said, even with the new alliance through Yeshua, because God said, with the house of Judah, I will make a new alliance. God didn't make aliens a deal with other nations. Now, some people outside Israel won't have access to that aliens. And this new guy says, we work with the high magician level with the special symbols. One is the pentagram. The pentagram is used to expel evil spirits. Evil spirits. And the next symbol is the hexagram. Many ones call a Star of Solomon. But this star is a star very powerful, known in the Jewish Kabbalah. This star.
He began in Galilee and now he has come here.
In Galilee? Is this man a Galilean? In that case, we'll let Herod deal with him.
Who then came up with the name Yeshua, and why? The answer lies in the same group of men who always hated Jesus. They killed him when he came here, and they continue plotting to destroy his reputation and his followers. Jesus called them the sons of Satan. We also call them Judaizers. To get it straight, that all original New Testament manuscripts were written in Greek, not Hebrew. By the time Jesus was born, the Hebrew language was completely dead. Jesus himself spoke Greek and ministered to people in Greek. The Old Testament Jesus read from and quoted from was called the Septuagint, and the language it was written in? That's right, Greek, not Hebrew. Many of those original manuscripts were discovered in the ground, by that time in fragments. Over 53,000 fragments in all were collected. And guess what language every one of those fragments was written in? Greek, not Hebrew. We also have 3,500 original intact New Testament manuscripts, and every single one of them is written in Greek. Even the letter to the Hebrews was written in Greek. Not a single one of them was written in Hebrew. So first of all, we need to expose the blatant and compound lie of those who would claim that Yeshua was found on the so-called original Hebrew New Testament manuscripts. Not only do no such original Hebrew New Testament manuscripts even exist, but the name Yeshua was never found on any of the original New Testament manuscripts at all. Therefore,
even the name of Yeshua Yahshua is a cursed one.
Yeah. Wait, so the word Yeshu? Yeshu is Imach Shmo V'Zichron. May his name be blotted for eternity. Blotted out for eternity.
Is that what it means?
Literally, that's what it's named, of course.
Most Jews don't connect Yeshu and understand that, right?
No, I tell you from me as an Israeli, every Jew knows that Yeshu is Imach Shmo V'Zichron. It is his name now.
for God. The Masoretes, like their contemporary Judaizers, were deeply rooted in the occult and Jewish mysticism called Kabbalah, and similar to their Freemason brothers. The Masoretes loved secret language, magic, mysteries, and codes. And so they concocted a code by taking 4 characters, which the Septuagint had translated Lord, and the Masoretes announced that they had found a secret code for God's name. They even gave the code itself a name, the Tetragrammaton Code. Not only did that code introduce phony, unauthorized first names for the Father, but other Kabbalists and occultists then and now latched right onto that code as well. One of those occultists was Satanist Aleister Crowley himself, who loved the Tetragrammaton Code and said the following about it. Such a word should in fact be so potent that man cannot hear it and live. Such a word was indeed the lost Tetragrammaton. Let the magician earnestly seek this lost word, for its pronunciation is synonymous with the accomplishment of the great work. Kabbalist Judaizers continue to make up more and more first names out of this magic code. 2 of the fake names stand out as most popular. One of them is Yahweh. Not only was Yahweh an old pagan god of metallurgy, but Albert Pike, a prominent Freemason, correctly identified Yahweh as Satan. On page 162 of Morals and Dogma, Albert Pike states, the true name of Satan, the Kabbalist says, is Yahweh reversed. The other name is Jehovah. Madame Blavatsky, a Russian occultist philosopher and founder of the Theosophical Society, correctly identified Jehovah as Satan. On page 73, in her Secret Doctrine, Blavatsky states, Jehovah, esoterically as Elohim, is also the serpent or dragon that tempted Eve, and the dragon is an old glyph for astral light. Changing the names of false gods is important for the Judaizers. Exodus 23:13 instructed the Israelites not to call upon false gods, but Judaizers have twisted the verse by actually renaming the gods they reject, and so they changed
of Archangel Metatron for guidance and healing.
So, what does Metatron have to do with Yeshua? The short answer is, Metatron, according to the Kabbalists, is Yeshua. In fact, a growing number of pseudo-Christian organizations are stating this as a fact, that Yeshua, who they have convinced you to think is Jesus, is actually the Archangel Metatron. Listen to the following statement by so-called Rabbi Shapiro.
How many of us want to know when we pray, God hears it? I'm going to tell you a secret. There is only one way to get this collect call. May it be, here's the prayer in English, may it be your will that at the sounding of the shofar that we blow today, we will be as a sewed fabric that's filled with the fear of the one in charge, Taltiel, as you accepted Elijah, blessed be his name, and Yeshua, that Yeshua, who is called the Prince of the Face, who is being Prince Metatron, may you fill us with his mercy, blessed be your name, Lord of mercies. Yeshua, who is called the Prince of the Face, who is being Prince Metatron.
Shockingly, we find many other Judaizer groups, including even Jews for Jesus, now fully embracing Kabbalah and fully confirming that Yeshua is this angel called Metatron. In advertising, there is a